One of the reasons I really enjoy real estate and banking is because there's so many different ways to get different results and different aspects. For me, it's always made sense to go into the numbers of things. You can buy a house because it looks good. You can buy it because it's in a good location. You can buy it because it has great upgrades. I mean, there's a long list of reasons why you can buy a house. For me, my favorite was always the numbers. If I can sit down on a piece of paper and have the most solid concrete evidence as to why I should be buying or what I should be doing at that current time. For me, that was always something that was very exciting in a sense, because once you start getting into rentals or buying and selling real estate and kind of looking deeper into the margins, it becomes a whole different world once you get into the investor field. And that's one of the funny things is you'll hear several people who started out as early real estate investors. That's one of the things that they really touch on is you need to go through your first couple transactions and get a feel for what it's like to own several properties and do those transactions. And even in reference to real estate flipping, some of the big guys that are out there, 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, hey, first 2 or 3 real estate flips, might be a little bit of a rocky ride, but once you get over that hump, things change. So my point to all of this, going back and kind of cleaning up on what I started out with, is getting out of the weeds and getting back into the water, if you will, and just kind of going with the flow of the normalcy and getting back into the crossing the T's and dotting the I's of just the bare core principles of real estate. I really enjoy this time of year just because it helps me kind of take my 7 years of knowledge and take it all the way back to day one and say, okay, well, where have things gone since then?